back to my kitchen. I am Tina with Hanging with Frugal Tina. To all my returning subscribers, my hat is off to you. You keep coming back and you keep commenting. Thank you. It means the world to me and it does help me out. To anybody who's new here, I truly appreciate you stopping by, even if you're just stopping by to see what's going on in here. And if you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button as well. Okay, so now we're going on to what we're really here for. What I did was I took $10 and I went to the Dollar Tree to see how many meal preps I can make for one. Now, this is not a spectacular, like I made all of this and I made all of that. I'm going to make some basic meals that can get you through in a pinch. This is not gourmet style, but let's get it, let's go, let's get over here. We got a lot of cooking to do, so come on. All right, well, here we go. This is everything I got for the $10. I bought hot smoked John Morrell, I just forgot the name of it, John Morrell sausage. I never saw the John Morrell sausage for the hot smoked one. Maybe I just didn't pay much attention, just grabbed one, but I usually grab the one that says Polish sausage. Well, today we're gonna go with this one, not that one. And my second meat, patties. Now, this is in a plastic bag. As you can see, it wasn't quite thawed out. So I put in a little bit of cold water. I put it in a Ziploc baggie so that no water seeped in. I know, it's not the best way to defrost things, but I was in a hurry. My vegetables. I'm calling this my vegetables, peppers and onions. My favorite, that's one of my favorites. And some French fries, which is a potato. We're gonna use that. Then I got chili with bean, protein. Got a can of Hunt's tomato sauce. I was about to say protein, but it's traditional and not the meat sauce. Got a big old box of penne pasta, 25% more, not 20% more. And I got some cheese. Now I went with VELVEETA jalapeno, and I'll tell you why. I bought this mistakenly in one of my other videos. Just wanted the regular plain one, or they may have been out of it. I'm not really sure which one it is. But I actually liked it. So, and I'm not a spicy kind of girl. Like ketchup sometimes is spicy to me. But, so I bought this. You can get regular if you don't want. This is very thick and I'll show you what to do with it when we get there. So let me turn around. Let me start cooking. Stop bumping my gums and show you what we're gonna make. So the first thing I'm going to do is boil up the pasta and put the French fries in the oven. Now remember I said this in the intro, we're doing this meal prep style. So that's what we're doing. So I'm gonna boil and cook these in the oven per the instructions. Okay, so obviously my water's out of boil. I'm gonna turn that down now because I don't want it to boil over. Woo. Got a little bit of that steam on my hand. So I kick it back once it comes to a rolling boil to keep it from boiling over. And I have the penne pasta, the whole box. And I'm just gonna babysit this so it doesn't boil over. I heard my beeper just went off right before I turned this on, so I'm gonna check on those French fries now. All right, I'm gonna give these a flip. And what I forgot was I wanted to put a little bit of salt on these when I started cooking them. So I'm gonna do that now. We're just gonna use some salt and pepper. All right, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt to it and then put it back in the oven for the remainder. I like putting it on while they're cooking because if there's, it'll stick better. I usually do it when I first put it in because when they're wet, makes it stick. All right, back in the oven they go. Okay, the pasta's done. I'm just gonna drain them. Oop. Those are done. So let me get them divided up. Okay, the French fries are done. Now there's more than it actually looks like, because this is a really big pan, but it's only got to go for 3 separate meals, so it'll make it. So I separated them even-ish kind of piles to see like what my portion sizes are gonna be. And for me, that's enough French fries. I don't know about anybody else, but for me, it is. Okay, so the French fries are about to be done. The pasta's in the colander. I'm going to start prepping the tops. Now, I have a glove on my hand because I have a cut on my finger and there's a Band-Aid on it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up these. I've let these sit on the counter to just thaw out. So they're probably gonna be watery, but usually I'll run them under the colander or a little bit of water, or I'll leave them in the refrigerator so that they can thaw out. Because they have a lot of water in them, and when you go to cook them, it takes forever. So the key is patience. I want every last onion out of there, every last pepper out of there. Not leaving nothing behind. We don't waste in this house. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run my knife through this just to thin them out. And then, cause like, look, you have little pieces like this, and then you got pieces like that. So there's no uniform pieces in here. So I'm just gonna run my knife through it real quick and just give it a good old chopping. It's already got some more liquid there. And once I start chopping it, it's gonna release a little bit more. But I'm basically just gonna, that one doesn't want to chop. Just give them a good old chopping. I have a good sharp knife. Always sharpen my knives before each use. I shoot through the thing. Okay, so let me go and get the water off of these and we'll start prepping the tops, because we've already got the French fries done and we got the pasta done. So that's our base for our meals. Okay, let me take care of that. I left the peppers and onions sitting over there in the colander. I stuck the wrong sausage back in the refrigerator, so these got a little bit hard again. I'm hoping I can cut through them, because I really wanted to try this. Yeah. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut these in rounds. Nothing spectacular. I'm just gonna go right straight through, just like that. And I can give you a good critique. All right, so let's move on over here to the pan. Okay, so I'm gonna use a little bit of oil just to get things started. Gotta push the sausage in there. Our dressed up hot dogs. To this, we're gonna add our, that looks like a lot. It's a small pan. Probably should have used a bigger pan. So let me cook these down and I'll show you what that looks like. Look how many dishes that made. I am impressed. Now, now they may look small compared to, I don't know how it shows on there, like this one, but this is a 4 cup. It holds 4 cups. So that's why it's small. It's what I have. These are the ones I have where they're separated. And this is from like Chinese food takeout. So that's quite a bit. So I thought I would get less than I did, but I didn't. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of those. Then I have the 1 French fry, 2 French fry, 3 French fries. Now I could make these portions a little bit bigger, but I think we're good. I'm gonna do, let me turn this way so y'all could see it. I stacked these up like that just to get them out of the way. Let me move some over here. I'm all crowded on the place here. I got so much food. Okay, so I have a 1/2 cup of measuring. Now, a serving size of pasta says a 1/2 cup. Who do you know that eats a 1/2 cup? Nobody. So I doubled it. All right, so I have a half cup measuring. I'm gonna do the sausage and peppers in each one of those. See how far it was gonna go. I ate one of these sausages out of the pan. Yeah, it's not for me. It's very spicy. But they will eat it. I got a house full of people that will eat it. Okay. I kept out a little bit of the, that, because I think I'm gonna do one in one of the pasta dishes up there. So I kept a little bit. So you could easily combine any of these meals together and make a nice, decent meal, but I think that's good. That one needs a little more. All right, so let me move these out of the way while we start working on the next one. Okay, in that same pan that I cooked all that in, we're gonna start on a meat sauce. Now this might look a little wonky because I thawed it out in a little bit of water. So let me get my meat masher out so I can start mashing it. Now, because I'm doing this kind of extreme a little bit, I'm not gonna add, I would add garlic powder, onion powder, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna kind of just go with what we have. Maybe add a little salt and pepper, but that's it. Let me turn that down, it's getting a little bit hot. Okay, so we're coming down the home stretch here. I'm gonna do the old paper towel trick. Get some of this grease out of here. I don't want all that in my pasta. All right, that's good. Whoop, whoop-a-diddy. To this. Got a nice meat sauce going on there. Got a little bit of water. Whew. Just threw it all over myself in the stove. Great. Now I'm telling you, if you're gonna use your seasoning, you use them now. You know what you could use also, if you can't find the beef patties, you can, oh, I never turned my oven off. You can use meatballs, grind them up. That's my meat sauce. It's not as meaty as I'd like. I'd like an extra pack in there, but it be what it be. Let me bring that to a boil and we're gonna start plating up the prepping. We haven't even gotten to some other things too. The cheese and all that kind of stuff. Actually, let me let that simmer. And I'll show you what I do with the cheese. While that's doing its thing coming together, I'm gonna warm this up in the microwave. Don't really need to warm it, but I am. Okay, while I have that over there simmering, instead of moving the camera, I'm gonna make it work. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze this into here. And you can see how thick this is. I mean, it's thick. So what I do, it says to sit it in some water and that will thin it down, but that hasn't worked out well. Well, it does work out. It does get thinner. It really does. But I want it thinner than that. It can also stretch a whole lot farther this way too. So what I do is I add a little bit of water. I have a little bit of water here. I'm just going to add it until I feel like it's the consistency that I want. And I'm using a little bit of warm water, not hot water, just tepid water. You can see how that looks already? Can you see that? It's still like clumpy. I would say usually it takes about maybe a fourth of a cup, third of a cup. It's the easiest way I know how to do that. Okay, it's almost there. Whoop, there goes my thing. This broke one time in one of my videos, and I not got another one that's this small. So I keep pushing it back in and reusing it. I gotta get the big one. Doesn't want to work today. Okay, so that's about where I want it, like a creamy sauce, just like that. All right, so let's move this to the side and start plating things up. Everything's all heated up and ready to go. All right, let's move you guys over. Okay, you can see I have these little containers out here. I did buy containers to put inside so that when I meal prep, I could just put the lids on them. Can't find it. Can't find them anywhere. So I'm just gonna use these as an example. One of these pasta dishes, I want to add some of the peppers, onions. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because you don't want your sauce mixed in with this if you're prepping it, because then it's going to eat everything up. What you could do is put a little bit of oil, put a little bit of oil on it, and that'll keep it, just like lay it on top. But I kind of like my way better. I'm gonna put some cheese sauce on that. That's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna do about a half a cup of sauce. And then we have chili also. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna do a couple with the chili. Again, I'm gonna show you one on here, and then the rest I'll put to the side. But you're just going to just lay it right across the top, just like that. And we have cheese for those who want cheese. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna divide that up between 3. And I measured out these little cups right here. They're exactly 1/2 cup. And that's quite a bit, as you can see. All right, so we have 3 chili and cheese. Cheese isn't on it yet, but we got it. So let me move some of these things around right here for a moment. Give me just 1 second. I have 5 left. Now, if you want to do the extra $1, I have Alfredo sauce. So you could have some Alfredo, some pasta, some this, some that. But for today, we're not going to do the Alfredo sauce. Because if you measure it out, you could do a whole lot better. Just lay it right across the top. Don't mix it in if you're going to do it this way. If you do it that way, you're great. But if you're going to lay it on top, just lay it on top. But this is going to get eaten, so I'm just going to put it right on top. I have extra sauce, so I'm gonna go in with some more sauce. This is a lot of sauce. Okay, so I'm gonna put this to the side because somebody might like more sauce than others. For the chili, same thing. I have the containers. You want to put the cheese right inside with it. Now it's not going to fit now because I have the smaller containers. I'll show you on one of the big ones. Just like that. So you want enough cheese sauce. I wish I could find my containers. I cannot. Before I do that, let me do this. Because this one is gonna be more like a macaroni and cheese. I could have done two that way, rather than all this spaghetti. This is the peppers, onions, pasta. I made a dish like that called VELVEETA pasta, I think I called it. It's in my playlist. But there you go. So you got a nice cheesy sauce there. I wanted to make sure that was on there first. Then we're gonna go into the cups. The two. Okay. And that one. So let's take a look at everything we got here. Alrighty, I'm gonna squat down a little bit so you can see me. This is what we got. We have 3 sausage, peppers, onions, and French fries. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaghetti sauce dinners. We have 2 chili cheese. No, 3. 1, 2, 3 chili cheese. And then that other one was my bonus one, my VELVEETA pasta. I like that when I made it. And when I saw I had a little bit extra, I'll make it again. But there you have it. We're gonna give this a try right now. What I would do, like I said, I wouldn't put the pasta on top of all this if it was not going to be eaten. My kids are gonna dive right into this, so it's not really not gonna get eaten. So they're gonna eat into that. I'm gonna taste, what I would do is I would put them in the refrigerator. They can last up to 5 days, if not freeze it. And all you do is you pop it in the microwave and then pop it in your belly. But let's get a taste and see what all this tastes like. All right, I'm all the way down here. I feel like a 2-year-old. I got a chair so you could see all this and I could taste it. The first one that I warmed up is what I call VELVEETA pasta. It's got the sausage, peppers, onions, and cheese in here. Ooh, it's hot. I think I made it too hot. Yikes. The kids are right over there going, when can we taste? So I got a little bit of the pasta, the peppers, onions, and the sausage. Oh, That was the right amount of cheese. I was concerned that it might be just a little bit too light. But because you have the sausage and the peppers in here, it really does bring it up a notch. It's a little spicy because of the sausage in there. I think I would prefer it a little bit with the mild, but that's my personal preference. It has no reflection on the dish itself. It's just my choice. Preference. Okay, let me warm up the chili, cheese, macaroni. All right, I'm standing for just a moment. Pull my hair back. I wanted to show you like how much is in there. Ooh, that's hot. That's a lot. Now what I would do for this, I don't have the cheese sauce in it. It's just the pasta and the chili. All right, what I do, give it a good old shake. I'm telling you, this is the best way to mix it that I could even come up with. Or you could leave it whole like it was, but I didn't want to do that. All right, let me get down low. Get back down here where y'all can see me. Not that you want to. I'm gonna add a little bit of the cheese sauce on it. Just on this end a little bit, just for now. Gonna give that a nice taste. Okay, ready? Okay, here we go. Mmm. That's not bad for canned chili. Problem for me with this is, it is a little bit spicy, but I don't know if it's because of what I just ate was spicy or what. Let's try another bite. That's fine. Okay, so we have the pasta and meat sauce. Now, remember, I didn't add any seasoning to any of this. You got some seasonings going on, you do. I want to do it bare bones, like you don't have anything but what you bought kind of a thing, except for a little bit of oil I used and some salt on the pepper, on the French fries. So this is that one that has 2 sections in it. So I'm just gonna give this a shake. Okay. I'm telling you, I even had extra sauce. You could make this go farther if you had like a can of Alfredo sauce. You can make a couple of things of Alfredo, some sauce, some Alfredo and sauce mixed together. The pink sauce. Add some Parmesan cheese. I'm sure that would go great with this. Yeah. That's just the right amount of sauce on there. Honestly, it could use some garlic, you know, powder, onion powder, maybe salt. Salt might help it. Hold on. Okay, so I got just simple salt and pepper. I honestly think it could use some onion powder, garlic powder, because it's just jarred sauce. But let's see. You can't see, but Eric is right there.
Hi, guys.
Full, I only had a few bites. Oh, absolutely. I didn't even think it needed the pepper. It was salt. 100%. Don't skip. All right. One more to go, and then they can dive in. I feel like I'm on a sled. Ready? Woo! We're white logging. Oh! He decided he wants to get over here. He wants to try it. He can't wait anymore. There you go. Wait, I got something for you. A little bit of ketchup for his French fries. The sausage is spicy. All right, go ahead. Take some sausage, pepper, and onion. I tasted one of the sausage. I know it's spicy.
All right.
Ready? Go. But it is yummy. That's really yummy, right? Now let's see how... Hold on a second. Okay, we'll see how dollar store French fries hold up. Try one just regular, a little nibble, and then you'll give it a little bit of that first. You go right for the ketchup.
Good.
It's a French fry. Not bad at all. Tastes like a regular old French fry. Go ahead, you go first. I'll dip mine from the other end, so I'm not double dipping, even though you did. Fine with or without, it's just a French fry. Okay, well there you have it. They're all good. If you don't like spicy, I wouldn't go with the spicy sausage. I am very much don't like spicy, like I said earlier in the video. If I don't edit it out, ketchup sometimes is spicy to me. So that's that. But you got a lot of meals, you got variety, you can mix and match. And if you, like I said, if you open up a can of Alfredo sauce, you could have changed this whole thing, because you could have had meat sauce, Alfredo sauce, and then the pink sauce. So you would have 3 different things with just an extra $1 more, $1.25 more. It would be $11.25. All right. See you later. Bye.
See ya.
Well, I'm back. Do you see anything on the table here? Just this one dish. And you want to know why this one dish is here? Because I want to eat it. They cleared it. They came in, they liked it, they ate it. So if kids are going to eat it, so can the adults. Again, it could use a little bit more seasoning, some salt, some pepper maybe. But other than that, everything was great. And we had variety. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.